me she bagam, bagam, bagam. In a memory, bagam, bagam. Baby, in a memory, she bagam, bagam, bagam. In a memory, bagam. Obia girl, my person, my person, a person. What I love is a person. I swear you're a blessing. You handcuff me like a kelebe. If you see your body, you must query. I don't say you go like us, I debe. Oh no no no, baby dance to make us sing. Show me moves I never seen. This your body is not for fancy. If you sweat, I give you hanky. The way you lighten up the sea, it don't make you want to see no. Father, people, yellow more. No no no, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be,
oh, you be the hook, now me be the fish, yo. Like this, I'm on your lockdown, oh. Boy, you got me locked down, oh. You get one kind of vibe when you do everything right. I lose my head, oh. Many times you come close, I dey laugh because you get jokes. Boy, you give me overdose, oh. Love overdose, many, many times. Unstable, so for the boy to shake it. Mr. Capable, oh.
baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, oh no 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 no, baby.
Oh my lovely, sweet baby.
My lovely sweet lady.
Oh my lovely, pretty sweet.
You never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be,
Just dance mixing.
Spells.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my lovely, sweet baby. Oh my darling, pretty sissy.
You never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, bagam, bagam. Baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, bagam. Obia girl, my person, a person. What I love is a person. I swear you're a blessing. You handcuff me like a kelebe. If you see your body, you must query. I don't say you go like us, I debe. Oh no no no, baby dance to make us sing. Show me moves I never seen. This your body is not for fancy. If you sweat, I give you hanky. The way you lighten up the sea, it don't make you want to see no. Father, people, yellow more. No no no, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be, baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be,
Oh, you be the hook, and me be the fish, yo. Like this, I'm on your lockdown, oh. Boy, you got me locked down, oh. You get one kind of because you get jokes. Boy, you give me overdose. Oh, love overdose. Many times unstable. So for the boy, the shake table. Mr. Capable.
Baby, you never let me see. Gagam, gagam, gagam. You never let me be. Baby, you never let me see. Gagam, gagam, gagam. No, baby.
Oh my lovely, sweet baby.
My lovely, sweet lady.
Oh my lovely, pretty sissy.
You never make me shake, bagam, bagam, bagam. You never make me be, baby, you never make me shake, bagam.
Just dance mixing.
Spells.
Oh my lovely, sweet baby. Oh my lovely, pretty sissy.
You never make me shake, bagam, bagam, bagam. You never make me be, bagam, bagam. Baby, you never make me shake, bagam, bagam, bagam. Girl, my person, a person. What I love is a person. I swear you're a blessing. You handcuff me like a kelebe. If you see your body, you must query. I don't say you go like us, I debe. Oh no, no, no. Baby, dance make us sing. Show me moves I never seen. This your body is not for fancy. If you sweat, I give you hanky. The way you lighten up the sea. It don't make you want to see, no. Father, people, every yellow mo. No, no, no. Baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be. Baby, you never make me see. Bagam, bagam, bagam. You never know be.
Oh, you be the hook. Now me be the fish, yo. Like this, I'm on your lockdown. Boy, you got me locked down. You get one kind of vibe.
Hello there, and I welcome you all to another streaming, another live streaming, live coding. If I just meeting for the first time, my name is Ebere Abanono. So in today's live coding, I actually want to demonstrate how you can actually use Sharp Pulsar SQL to actually query streaming data. Now, if you are into event sourcing, you could actually use Apache Pulsar as an event source. And the SQL aspect kind of gives you a lot of options. These are coming from the database. These are coming from the database. If you're a database guy, if you've done SQL in the past, I think the the SQL kind of helps you to actually query your data like you do when it comes to database. So without much talk, let me just dive in. We have about 1 hour. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using. So I have a package, a NuGet package. If you're from the Microsoft world, if you're into C# development or .NET, so I have a separate package for that, which is sharpauthor.sql. Helps us to actually query um, our Apache Pulsar data like you do when you're writing a database or MySQL or Microsoft SQL Server database. So I actually ported the implementation from the official Java implementation. So I ported it over to C#. Though there were one or two things that I needed to get to work, since I was using an actor actually to actually run my REST API queries to the server. So that's just that. Then there's few things we need to know that there are a few things that we need to know that actually Apache Pulsar SQL actually has a connector is actually implement or uses Trino. Trino behind the scenes. So Trino was formerly named Presto, though there's Presto DB, which is actually being handled by the Facebook developer. But Trino is actually the open source, is a community maintained Presto version. So Apache Pulsar actually relies on Trino to actually for users to query the data using SQL. That is one. And let's move on. Let's quickly move on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to launch the Docker image. And I'm also going to enable the SQL so that we could actually query it. So if you go to the Apache Pulsar website, you will see a step-by-step guide on how you can actually query your data with SQL. So the first thing you have is to make sure that you have it running, and the next thing is to actually have SQL Worker run as well. So in my own case, what I'm doing is I'm actually going directly into the port what will you call it now? The port command interface, instead of having to run it direct from my terminal. So I'm going into the terminal of the port itself, the container itself, to run it. So I'll wait for it to actually get started. So you get to know if it's actually started if you see you will see this server started. And to verify that everything is running as supposed to, you need to go to the endpoint. To log in. So it's running. So right now I have one active worker. In production, it's recommended they have one what we call coordinator. The coordinator, or you have about 2 active or 3 active workers. Like you have the worker node and you have the coordinator node that is in production. But since we are doing development, we are just testing. It's okay to go with default test action. But in production, you have to have about 3 instances. You have the worker node, you have the coordinator node. So now this tells us that the Trino server is running. So we can go ahead to actually query using SQL to get our data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue from where I kicked off yesterday. So whatever it is I'm doing now, I'm actually doing it for the first time. So I've not sat down to actually run the code before, but I'm actually coding it for the first time. So the first thing I need to do is to create a folder, and I'll call it SQL. Now we're going to take our implementation from what we've done before. So in this kind of case, we need in this kind of case, I will need a producer that will actually publish the messages to SQL. And another thing there is that I think I don't really know how long, but once your message is unacknowledged, I think Pulsar kind of retains it. But if you are working in a scenario or in a situation where your messages are being consumed acknowledged at the same time, then you definitely need to set up retention policy. Depending on your use case, if you are someone that's actually interested on historical data, that is, if you want to have access to 10 years worth of data, then your retention policy has to be really infinite, or maybe you have to really increase it so that the Pulsar doesn't automatically delete it. So there's actually something I'm actually curious about. If I have, for instance, a 10 years worth of data and I'm upgrading to a new version of Pulsar, now I'm asking myself, how do I do so I don't lose the data? I think the best thing is to actually have an external storage. So, and there's actually a tier, they call it a tier storage, whereby you can actually push your data into a cold storage. So since you're not going to be using, like, if a week's worth of data, you're not going to be using it anymore, you could actually push it to either Azure Cloud Storage or Google. You can actually do that. So now in this case, I'm going to need a producer to actually push in messages into Pulsar topics. Then I'm not going to create a consumer, but rather what I'll do is I'm going to make use of the REST API actually read data. Like, I'm going to act as if I'm a database guy now, right now. So I'm going to query just like the way I query my tables in the database. So I'll need a producer that will help me to publish message to the topic. Then I'll need another instance, a process that just runs the query. So now with sharppulsar.sql, that actually we have two API which you can actually use. The first one is just the query. Now what you do is, if you just want to just query your data at once, just query it and get the result back, then there's an API that helps you to do that. But if you actually want to you can actually have what we call live query. There's another API called live query that I created. So if you actually want to get your data as being created on the fly, then live query is it for you. The only thing you need to do is to set the interval for it. So without much talk, let's get into the coding. So I need to escape from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this out to just save me some time. I'm going to rename it to SQL Producer. Name. So definitely I need to rename this as well. Oh, this one's saying. Already has. Let's go for the name says. I'll call it SQL. So now, when it comes to when you are thinking of this, definitely what you want to look at is that you have to imagine your table as your Apache Pulsar topic as a table. So the best schema, in my own opinion, or in the way I say it, is to use Avro schema to actually do this, so that you are able to select like where clauses, goodbye, and all that. So you actually know you have a concrete what will you call it, a column name that you can actually query. So the first thing I need to do is I won't need this anymore. This was just of our. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do on this. I'm going to build on this. I'm going to just delete this. I'm going to call it SQL data. And I'm going to call it let me call it this let me put it this way, spring country. So I'm going to just do that. Not to waste too much time, so let me just I do not need this anymore. So we're using so when we are querying it, the reason why I like this using the reason I like using an Avro schema when I have to do something I have to do with SQL. If I know that I'm going to be querying my topic SQL, I love to use the Avro schema so that I can actually do something like select from, for instance, SQL data web product ID. It actually equals to something. If you're using the Apache Pulsar consumer, you can't do this. Apache Pulsar consumer is good when you have to do with something like event sourcing. What that means is once for instance, a transaction has been appended, you want to notify several microservices, then that's where the consumer comes in. But if you want to generate something like records, like report, sales report, whatever report is it that you want to generate. Even I was watching a video on Kafka stream where they said where you have to join two tables. You can actually do that with Trino. You can actually create your own, in a way, using SQL, your own streams as well. All you need to do is just join. If you have ever done SQL programming before, where you join two tables, you can actually do that. You can actually join two Apache Pulsar topics using the SQL. I'm not going to show how that is being done, but it's not within the scope of what I want to do today. But I'm just saying, so you know that you can actually join more than one topic together with SQL. So and always, okay, let's move on from there. So now I'm not actually, I'm not using generic, so I need to delete this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say data over to new SQL data. Okay. So I'm going to say product ID. I just give it the index. Then I'm going to say, sorry about that. I'll say country of sales. For instance, if you are doing, I call it Nigeria. Then you have the point. This point could actually be maybe latitude, long, like latitude and longitude. I was actually thinking about when you have a product, and you actually know where the location is. That's just what I'm just thinking about. This is just a fictional product. So let me just call it 6. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me multiply it by the number of index. Okay. So we now have the sales. So let's say the base is 10 multiplied by 2 multiplied by the index. So I can go ahead and data. Okay, sorry, I didn't change this. Okay, so let's see, is there any error? So we do not need this. Okay, now we are able to set up a producer that's just going to publish to our topic. So I need to rename the topic. Okay, I'll rename the topic. So that's a producer producing, publishing message into a Pulsar topic that we need to run an SQL query on. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy this producer. Copy this just to save this typing time. I'm going to have SQL query. So I'm going to have 2 copies of it. So I'm going to create, let's do this way. I'm going to create an SQL flag. Now, what I mean by that is, okay, before I go on, let me show you what I can do. So let's move on. I'm going to copy and paste something so that that's up for me. So let's I'm copying and pasting so that I can get out of this. So since we are not dealing with the consumer API, this time we are just doing the SQL. So what we need now is that we need the server, then we need the SQL query. Now what I want to do is I want to supply this from outside. Then we already know that we have the catalog. So if we're actually having a different, this schema has to do with you have the namespace, the tenant and the namespace. So it's a combination of the tenant and the namespace. So this time around, we're always dealing with the public tenant and we're dealing with the default namespace. But if you are running a if you are running a query on a separate tenant on a separate namespace, then what I'm going to do now, I think to make it easier, what I'm going to do is I'll supply this schema from outside and the query as well from outside. Then the SQL, the server also from outside. So I don't want it to be how will I put it now? I don't want it to be like tightly coupled to I want it to be as dynamic as possible. So in case you are going to run this as a sample and your server is being hosted on a different IP address or a different web address, then you can actually do that. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to let me so what I'm going to do is so what I'll do is I'll create another flag. Common flag for SQL sample. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to supply the SQL server. Server address. Sometimes I only have issues. Server address. Let me see something. So what I can do is let me set the default to this so you can actually change it yourself. Then public string the query string.empty. Then we have the public string namespace equal to string.empty. Then we have the public string, then we have the namespace, the tenant, okay? The tenant equal to string. We are supplying this from outside the code, from the command line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll change it to SQL flag. Flag server address. Okay. I'll say flag dot query. What I'll do is flag of tenant flag of namespace. Okay, so So now, if you look carefully, you see that I have what we call an actor system. If you are to use Sharp Pulsar, I already have the actor system created for you. So this is actually for if you're not an Akka.NET user, and I really have a bit of difficulty understanding this. But if you are using the SQL library itself, I actually passed in the actor system for that for the client. But in this kind of case now, it is a different library outside the Sharp Pulsar itself. So I need to find a way to create an actor system for the code that I'm about to run. So what I can do is okay, let's do this. Let's do this way. So there are two ways. So what I'm gonna do is this. Zoom out. So let me go here.
When the sky is filled with stars and the night is falling down.
So in order not to create, what I will do is this.
There's no limits between
I'm
us.
gonna do this. What I can do is let me show you guys. I need to create an actor system. I can call it this. I need to copy. Call it so now we need to import the actor. I can do this. I can actually do this. Now, because I can do this, because I actually understand what I need. But for users that they don't really know much about the Akka.NET product, they don't really know much how it works. What I did was, instead of leaving this for it, what I did was, instead of doing that, what I did was, let's put it this way. Let me duplicate this. Let me comment this out. What I did was this. Pulsar system dot SQL. Let me see if I have SQL. Okay, let's do it. I think it's the client. Let's go to Pulsar client dot SQL. Oh, why am I not seeing it? Pulsar system. Why am I not seeing that? Pulsar system. New client. Event stuff. Oh, I'm actually not exposing. Oh, that's interesting. So let's go. I think I'm doing something wrong. So let me try the client. Oh, that's interesting. So let me do a quick
In the night, you wake me up when the sun goes down. Feelings right, you wake me up when the sun goes down. Sleepless nights, you wake me up when the sun goes down. I can't help it, baby, not myself when the sun goes down.
So I think I understand where my problem is. So what I did was, okay, I think I was actually getting it wrong. Can you imagine? I actually was the one that wrote the code, but I wrote the code, but I can't even remember how to use it. It happened. So what I want to do is so instead of doing that, what I need to do here is actually process system, process system, SQL. Then I pass in the options.
In the night, you wake me up when the sun goes down.
So now that is it. So what I'm going to do is
When the sun goes down.
that I actually don't need audio. I actually don't need audio.
Wake me up when the sun goes down.
Now what this does for you is that
When the sun goes down. I can't stop, baby.
let me show you what this does for you. Let's call it let me copy this. So let me see. So what this does for you, let me copy this one. I'm going to call it process system SQL option. So now I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete it. You don't need all this.
You wake me up when the sun
You
goes
don't need all
down.
this.
I can't help it, baby. Not myself
So now
when the sun goes down.
I'm going to show you what. Now doing it this way, what it actually does for you is it's if you are not an Aka.NET user, because since I do this based on Aka.NET, then you don't need to worry about if you're going to use the sharpusser.sql package. If you're not going to be relying on the sharpusser package itself, then you probably need to pass in an actual system. You put an actual system like you are seeing above here. You put an actual system here. But to actually to consider users who don't know anything about Aka.NET or the actual system, what I did was that I created a method that actually takes care of creating an actual system for you behind the scene. So that's what that does. So once I've done that, all I need to do is let me comment this application. So what I need to do now is actually SQL.SQL. So let's select. So I don't need this copy. So what I'll do now, I don't need this while that is the essence of it. All I need to do is to get the data and process it. What I'm going to do is let's see. So I'm going to copy and paste to save the time. So let's go to this. So now we either get one of these three. The way the Trino server works is that it actually queries um it actually queries the data in three phases. Now we either get the data response or we get the in the case where we don't have any data from topic, we get the start response or we get the error response. But in the case where the query was successful, then we get the data response. Now I'm coming. Now since this is where's our procedure? So since this is the schema of our this is the way I'm going to present information in the table, the password table. So our query can be run this way. So instead of let me check something. Something else. There's something else. Okay. Okay, let's do. So let's move quickly. We don't have much time. So let's move quickly. So what I'm going to do is this account. Let me see this. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get this. Okay, I'm trying to get this. So let's put it this way. So what I'm going to do is put ID. Okay, in order not to waste much time, what I can do is what I can do. Okay, what I can do is this. Now not to waste time. So what I'm going to do is this. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do some. I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is. So this is what I'm going to do. Look, I could actually go ahead to beautify the display, but I don't want to actually waste much time. I just want to just show the basics on basics of how the query works. So we are getting this. I think it's about time for us to run simply. Okay, let me see this. So I need to clear up this thing. Let me clear up this thing. So we have ourselves the producer that will publish our data to the topic. Then we have ourselves the query executor. It's going to execute the query that we write on the China server. So all we need to do now is actually we need to set that up. So in this scenario here, we have SQL. So in this case, you say SQL producer, SQL query. Then we call it the topic. So the topic, then we need to add additional. Okay, this is for the producer, so this for the topic. You don't need this, so we need the tenant. So we need the namespace. I call it namespace. Let's call this. Let's call it. So another thing we need is query. Query. Queue. So which has to be. So the tenant has to be public. So the namespace has to be default. I don't know any number of messages. Call it SQL topic. So let's produce. One thing about there's actually a fix for you. So that when you are using the Pulsar SQL, you need to be aware of something. If you publish, like, let's say 50 messages, you are able to get about 45, or at most you get about 48 messages back. So 2 is actually missing. You don't get it, except the only way you can get that 2 is when you publish more messages to the topic. But there's actually a fix. I think the people have, a lot of users have complained about it, and there's actually a way you set it up so that there's once the messages arrive, there's no much delay. The push is triggered into the Rhino, the Presto, the SQL server. So you have to be aware of that when you are doing that, because you need to actually figure your SQL to actually not hold back any messages, because normally it holds back like 5. So what now we're going to do is we set the topic, we set the query, the tenant, the namespace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say select all. Or from, because I'm lazy, from this topic. Okay, that should suffice. So what I'm going to do is so I'll duplicate this. I'm going to do SQL producer. Nope, nope, not this. Okay, so I'll duplicate this. Okay, so let's go to this one. Then we need to also set up the so let's go. So what I'm going to do now, this is actually a different format. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. In order for me to just what I'm doing. So now the first one is the topic. Then the argument is the Q. Q is which is we have the first one click and okay. Then the topic and the next one which is the Q, then the TN, TN, tenant, like structure, then the S1 minus rather. So what we have now we don't need this. What we have let's put it this way. What we have now is the query, which is equals to and let's not forget you can actually set the okay, and I forgot to add the server. Okay, let's the query is at 4 rather 5. Then we have the tenants that so we have the next The next space is 8. What is it? Okay, so probably I need to go to put the definition. Okay, so oh sorry, I think I'm making a mistake. I'm making a mistake. How come? I'm making a mistake. I'm making a mistake. I think this one is okay, so actually made a mistake. Well, which I've actually fixed right now. So let's go back to after here. I actually cleaned up all this. Good job. So I think cleaned up all this. So I need to okay. Can you imagine? What the generic generic producer. Generic. Okay, delayed generic consumer, delayed message. Okay, let's go producer. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually supply the server. Let me just in order not to waste time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that everything is okay. And moreover, I do not need a topic. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm just gonna actually act as the server again. So I do not need a topic. Okay, so if this is this query, so server address equals to x that's 2 2, okay. So that's the server.
So really, you ain't gonna hit me back, yeah.
Okay, so
Now
now
it's
we're
all
able to
just you
set, since
got
I don't
me
need a
on
topic for
blast,
when I'm actually
you're
running an
over
SQL,
it.
we get
I've
our
been
topic from
done.
our query.
We're so toxic,
So
can't get
server
enough.
address and blah blah blah.
Go and say it like
So
you
in our case,
want,
what I'm gonna do
what you want, do
is just
ya?
copy this.
Oh hell no, I won't plead the monster no matter what you tell yourself. I should have known that we could
So
never be
SQL
friends.
blah blah blah. So I need to go back
I
and
hear
copy
you just thought we
and paste
could,
this.
but we could never be
Yeah,
friends.
so I don't
We could never be friends.
forget about that. Okay.
We could never be friends.
So now we are saying that the server address should be gotten from the second or the third argument. Then the query should be gotten from the fourth.
You feel a type
Then we
of
are
way,
saying
well,
that the
that's
tenant should be gotten
fantastic.
from the
Nothing
tenant should be
but
gotten from
something,
the
and now it's drastic.
and the next phase should be
Tell
gotten
you
from the
so
seventh.
done.
So
Never
with
ends.
that, I think we are set. So let's quickly go
Go and say it
and
like
see
you
what our
want,
query gives us. So I will have done some fancy stuff like the columns. I could have used Spectre.com. So, but I don't want to go through that anyway. I just want to be a sound. I don't have much time to spend on this. This is just a demo to actually see that it works. Then when we start doing maybe looking at more extensive examples, then we'll actually look at that. So for now, so execute here is just the time span has to do with. There are cases that where the data is not actually available. If you are running a one-time query, in this kind of case now, what we are running is actually a one-time query. But there's actually a live query where the continuously run the query until we stop it. So, but this one we are running a one-time query. So we want to wait for 30 seconds. We want to wait for 30 seconds in case there's no image data. Wait for 30 seconds. You can actually determine the number of times you wait. But in my own case, I'm actually saying it 30 seconds. You wait for it to see if you get any data before then. So let me move on. I'm going to build the project now. I'm going to build it. Okay, there's actually an issue where okay, so let's do this. The ability to release mode. So let's open the folder. Let's go to bin. Let's go to release. So we need to, from our command line, we need to navigate to that directory. C. So I also need to open another command line for our query. I'm going to seed into it. Then I want to open this ahead of time in case I need to run the live query. I have enough time to run the live query. So to minimize this, then we copy and paste. Our code for this SQL producer. So I'm going to make it 100. Remember that right now I'm actually running. So right now I'm actually having a retention policy of a high retention policy, so that the messages are not being deleted. So I'm running my Docker image or the Pulsar instance standalone with high retention policy. So what I need to do, I'll copy, I'll paste. Let's see. Are we supposed to get a okay? If you don't get it now, what I'm going to do is for the second one. Okay, so being able to publish entry ID. So this is 99. That's actually we are actually able to publish 100 messages. So what I'm going to do is so let's be sure about this before I move on. They're saying one SQL query, the server, the query select all from blah 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 topic. So let's hope for the bust. What is it saying? Okay, so there's actually a mistake. Okay. Well, so now you're having a format of increase, so not incorrect. So what are we having? Line 55. Line 55. Line 55. Okay. Oh, how do I debug this? Okay, there's a way I can debug this. So let's go. Let's open properties. Debug application admin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. So if I want to debug it, I can actually debug it that way. So that I can actually know what's actually happening. Just go. I need to change this. Instead of release, I'll change it to debug. So I'm going to review this. So let's go for the burst. See what had this burst. Okay. Command. Okay. Oh. I need to see what's happening. I need to cancel out of this. I'm not seeing the bug, so let's debug again. So I need to see the arguments. You have the query, you have this, you have blah blah blah. This one, this. Okay, so what I want to do is let's go to this. So let's see what this is giving us. Input string was not in correct format. What could be the input string? What could be the input string? So I'm actually having an issue here. So let me see. Sorry, it has to do with the okay. You have to do with the number of messages. I still need I don't actually need this, so I don't actually need that. So let's go ahead and let's debug. So let me see the flag that I'm getting. Select all from this blah blah blah. Let's continue. Urgent equal to blah blah blah. How is that possible? I'm actually getting how is it? Why am I seeing? Okay, let's continue. system is hanging. I need to allow it to. Okay, so oh my god, this thing I just saw. It's hanging. The thing is stuck. Stuck. Should I kill it? Should I wait for it? Oh my, I need to kill this. I don't have the whole day here. So what I need to kill this.
Waking up anew, wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you text now. You said you want me when it's
So I was able to confirm the reason we got that exemption.
said we could meet it when it's
I do actually want to go this route. I needed to create a new I need to create
about to go
a
down.
new client. So if I'm actually working from, if I have the intention of so if I'm actually working from within the sharp pulsar, the core sharp pulsar, then probably I will need, but I don't want to actually create any client right now. I just want to just query. So I'm not going to go that route. So rather we'll go back to our former.
You said you want me when it's that.
We'll do this. We'll go back to
You
our.
just feels right. You said we could meet it when it's that.
I think this is better.
Being honest, I want this to last.
So this is better for me.
Said you
Like I don't want to actually create.
giving
I don't want to actually create a new pulsar client. So this is actually the best option for me. I only do this pulsar SQL is only when I'm actually working from. For instance, okay, let's do this one. I can do that when I have something like this set up.
you said you want me when it's
That's when I can do that. I have the client created, I have the instance created, and I can actually go pulsar.sql. But without that, I can't. So I don't actually want to go that route. So what I want to do is
so what you doing
I've gone through
tonight?
this. So let's quickly
It's
do.
everything I can't think of.
And let's debug. So let's debug. Okay, now it says that it failed. Failed. If I want to find out what happened, actually, normally on a normal time, I'm supposed to get SQL. Syntax error. So I'm actually getting a syntax error, user error. Select all from SQL topic. Probably. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do is probably doesn't like that. I'm going to change this. So let's go back to what's this? I'm going to clean this up. Now go back to this. So I'm going to change the topic to SQL topic. So when I go back to properties, and I change the topic to select all from. Shouldn't be a problem. So I will debug it again. Give me this name. I don't need this anymore. Okay, so we have our results back. It was successful. Okay, now so this is actually the data we are getting from the Pulsar SQL. Now you see that there are columns with this double underscore. So these have to do with the metadata. If you actually want to know, if you're actually querying from SQL and you are relying on the metadata, you can actually query based on the metadata. You can actually say things like select all from SQL topic where producer name, as long as it supply the metadata info, or where they partition, or where they publish. So we're going to look at, okay, before I go now, I'm going to look at an example that makes use of this publish time. We are going to look at the live query example that makes use of the publish time to keep reading the messages. So for any message that is higher than the publish time, you get it. So we're going to look at that example. But so this is it. We have our query displaying. I will have what I did was to serialize the query into a JSON. I would have presented this in a much cleaner way, but because of time and I think I'm becoming because of time and laziness, so I don't want to do that. But I'm just showing you how this actually works. So let me. So like I said now, you can actually make use of the metadata. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example that deals with the published and the live query. So that is that for that. So let's quickly go to, I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to call this live query. So what I'm going to do is, let's do this way. Let's say console dot type Okay, let's not. So what I'm going to do now is there's actually a particular format for so let's go. So for the live query, we have something a bit different. So let's go and for the live query, let's do it this way. For the live query, okay, let me do it this way. Okay, I'm going to delete this. We have the SQL. So we have the access system. Then probably to set the topic. Okay, let's do a flag topic to flag. Flag there. The topic. So span. This query interval. I think I need to specify it. Query interval. So people understand query interval. So this is about 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds you trigger. So and this has to do with let me see what this is. Start at publish time. So start at publish time. So I need to set that so that we get what I'm actually doing there. Okay. So I said start at publish time. What I can do is okay, let's set it as let's do it this way. Let's do it as datetime dot now dot add minute. We set it back to about minus, I think to about minus 30 minutes. So all the messages that we produced 30 minutes ago, you should be able to read them. So this is what we do for this option. So touch delay. So this is actually a bit different from. So instead of that, we have this. So let me see if there's actually. Oh, I do have. That's interesting. Okay, let's see if I can engineer something. Actually don't have. Okay, what I can do is let me see if this works for the purpose of this demo. Just I need to await. So let's go. Console. So I'm gonna say, let's see. Let's see. This is actually different. This is actually different of something I need to work on. So I need to, for instance, okay, I think. Okay, so what I want to do now is, so this is what I was talking about. I'm going to use the method publish time, where they, let me go to the export query. So let's see. So we need to supply this. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. What I can do is live streaming. Let's go live query. Let's go. So let's go topic. So let's go to select from let's go topic, where the publish time is greater than the time. So the system automatically replaces this. So I need to just make it 1. So this actually replaces this with the actual time. So this is just like a placeholder for the time value or the field or the value to actually compare the published time with. So this is just a placeholder. So let's move on. Let's topic blah blah blah. So now what I want to do is flags dot server address flags dot query. Okay. Now I'm having a bit of a challenge now. Let's see. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Value tags. Value tags. A sync. So what I want to say here is why true. So since it's actually a live query, just run this. Then here you can just say, this is what I was actually want to do. Get away from get results. I don't know if this actually works, but let me just do it that way. So now then I could actually let me see what I can do here. Let me see. New SQL. Okay, what I can do is, let me see, because in case I'm about to cancel the, let me see, I need to check the SQL cancellation token. Okay, let me do this one. Private is the loan cancellation token. Token. So we're still constructing. Read the loan. Read the loan. Oh, sorry. So what I'm going to do is saying why token, why is not cancelled requested. So let's keep running that. So I'm going to still pass in the, still going to pass in that as well. Okay, let's just this is interesting. I actually want to get it out from outside the, okay, start. Okay, let's do this one. Cancellation token. Okay. Okay, now so let's do that. So let's see if actually getting everything right. Run, trying to add cover address catalog query. Next page. Okay. So we'll go to the this is it. Let's say live query. Live query. This is the SQL live query. SQL live query. Let's put it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's put it this way. The cancellation token. Token equals to trading new this cancellation token source don't know. Let me just try this. I think it doesn't work. I think it's a different. So now I want to actually pass it in as token. Then I could actually let's see. Okay. So, this is actually interesting. Okay, what we can do is token just cancel. If you cancel, is it okay? Oh, sorry. I think it's okay. I know there's register. Okay. I know that means I'm getting something wrong. Okay. So it's actually taking source. So I don't need this. What I'll do is go to bar. Then I'll say token dot token. So I'll say token dot cancel. Okay. So that is it. So that we get to get out of the loop. So let's go back there to actually look at what we've done. Well, so if you are feeling good, let's go. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to rebuild it as release. Okay, so let's copy our let's hope for the best, folks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear this off and I'm going to paste this in. So now we are saying that we are going to run the SQL live query. We're going to pass it in the query of select from query topic where top publish time is equal to blah blah. So let's hope for the best. Failed. Okay, topic failed validation. Okay, now there's an issue. We need to fix it, and that issue is that let's do this one. The issue is that I need to set the topic. What I'm going to do now, is just copy this. I'm going to copy this. This is 9. I call it C, and I call it topic 10. So I'll come here and I'll say topic is equals to args 10. So that means this thing is going to change. Our command line argument is going to change. So what we need to do is get this from here, then call it T topic. So we review our solution, then we run the query again. let's see. What again? Oh, sorry. Okay. I need to set it up. Okay. So let's just hope for the best, folks. Okay. So let's see. So now we are querying the table every 5 seconds. So let's see. Let's see. Seriously, let me see running. Okay, let's see. The problem now is how do I 99. Okay, 98. Okay, let's do this way. I'm going to produce some messages more. Just produce some messages more. So let's see what type gets us. Let's see. Let me see. I want to check something. Entry ID. So let's see. Okay. 149. Let me see. 59. So now to actually look at the query that it's running. So let's go back to our browser. So I'm going to look at the query that's running. So where timestamp? Okay. So we have okay, so it's actually not changing the so that is a bug right now. It's actually not changing this value. It ought to change it, but it's using the same timestamp all over. So that is why it's querying or it's getting previous data. Not supposed to show. So it's supposed to change. What I mean that it's supposed to for each iteration, you need to change this value. You need to change this value. It is not changing it. So let me confirm something. So let me confirm something. 19. So it's actually not changing the value. So guys, it's a bug that I've discovered that I need to fix. So let me go back to so this is how the live SQL query works. So you give it an interval and it keeps pulling keeps pulling your data for you automatically. So this is how it works. So I need to fix. There's actually a bug I need to fix. There's actually a bug I need to fix now. So I'll fix it now, then publish it. So let's go ahead and so let me see if I can fix the bug. Not this. Let's go. Why is it hanging? Why is it hanging? Ah! I actually don't love it when I'm in a hurry and the system is not. So let me quickly see if I can fix before I shut down for today. SQL. Oh, okay. So I need to change the branch SQL. So where is the problem at? Let's see. Publish time. Last publish time. Okay. So let's see last publish time. Query. Let me okay, so response. Okay. Last purpose. So I'm not actually I was not even actually updating it. I'm not actually updating it, so I'm just using the same okay. So what I can do is okay, let's do this one. What I can do is let's do this one. Let's go to queue. So let's see. So let's see. This is actually a bit tricky. This is actually a bit tricky. Now, if let's do this way. If Q is data response, DR. Okay, and let's do this way. And sorry, and dr dot data count.
But I don't care 'cause you do like me, do like me.
greater than 0, 0, then what we need to do, what we want to do, what we need to do is okay? What we need to do is this. What we need to do, or what we need to do is what we need to do is, let me see, get the last data. Let's do this. Let me just do it like this. Equals to d dot data order. Can I order? Okay, you have, oh jeez. Whoa. So you are going to say, okay, I will do data dot select dot select. Oh, sorry, this is okay, to list. I don't want to do this. Seriously, I don't want to do this. But let's see. Let's do list.
Oh, go ahead and judge me. I'm gonna dance all through the night.
I don't know what to
And carry on into
select.
the morning light.
So I want to get, I don't know, I want to be careful of
Don't care who
memory
sees
pleasure right now.
my time is now.
I need to be careful of that. So what I want to do is actually select the publish time.
Carry on, I carry on, I carry on, I carry on, I carry on, I
Let's
carry on.
I think it's left for the user to actually so what I want to do is I want to just get this. Oh, let me see. So let's do this. There's a lot of things I don't want to get into here. I'm looking at the best way to actually solve this problem. Let me see. Because now I'm not actually updating the time. Last published time. Looking at how I'm going to solve this problem, so this could actually end up being too expensive. So if I select that, okay, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run a quick test. Let's clear copy. So I'm going to run it. Okay, let's clear copy. So I want to run a quick copy. I'll be shutting down any moment now. I just want to do a quick review. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this. I'm going to run a quick test. So I want to see how expensive how okay. So now I want to see the so, so let me see. Oh, let's cancel this. So I need to see the to do out of this ratio. So what I want to do, I want to confirm this. So what I want to do, what I will use. So not this again. This is let's see what aspect because I'll convert it to list. Oh yeah, now. Oh, okay. It's changed. The out of this is no time. So now I need to look at the left. So what I want to do now is look at the top. See actually send it further. Okay. Select. Let's. What do you call it? What do you call it? Let's say. Let's say. Select. Let's say. Let's see. What is say? What is say? Let's see. This is fine. Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to do, I'm going to do 50. I'm going to do this. I'm going to call it so let's go on. Let's go ahead. Let me do it. Let me save. So I want to be through with this in the next 5 minutes. So I want to quickly run this and see if this solves my problem. So let me go debug. The max value. Unable to pass the type. Okay. Okay, let's okay, in that case, I guess we need to string it. I'm just being careful of creating a lot of memory pressure, a lot of memory. I think that's just clear right now. Let's just see. It's not just clear right now. I want to put it GC. Let's see. Okay. Now, the list. Do I need to list this at all? Let me not put it on. I have to be careful here. Okay. So, now, okay. So let's go. I'm about rounding up. So what to publish should we update this? So let's so let me prepare one. So let's play on this. Okay, so let me see. Let me go to this. Is equal to okay. So let me see. I want to check something. Okay, now you see that. Okay. So the next day, you're able to change it. So this is 2016, which is the last one. So this actually fixes our problem. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and but I don't know what to do. Do I? Let me look at it. Okay. Okay, let me see. Update last up. So before I do that, let me get it to you. Okay, this is actual. package to it. I'm going to make it it's just a little bit of dog. I'm doing away with let me see. Fix like okay, so compile also. I think this is actually very important. I actually discovered something. Okay, this doesn't have that issue. Okay, that's because practice. Let me see. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Let me do this. Let me copy this from here. Okay. So I fixed last time. So we recommend this is now cheese. Okay, let me look at it. So use packet SQL. Okay, packet SQL. Push SQL. Release SQL. Back in the screen. Okay, so let me see this. Let me see. Mr. SQL. Compile SQL. Okay, so okay, I think that let me see SQL. SQL branch. Okay, so let's go. Can automatically merge. Why? Okay, so I'm actually releasing it. So let me see. It should be available for. Should be available for.
Ask the question, then you said it. Always saying things you're regretting. Can't erase the
Ooh, okay. Just wanted to be on time.
to the time and place we met.
So let me see.
So upset, but you made it all better. Now it's messing with my head, yeah. We don't say goodbye.
So I need to update that. So let's go.
Inside my chest. No, we didn't learn our lesson.
So what I can do is I can still select. I think there's this. Okay, let me to actually test this final limit, final limit, select beyond limit, final results. So let me see. I think there's actually a limit to this limit. Okay, so let me see.
To the pavement,
Let me see.
I was dreaming that we'd make it. In the rear view, our reflection is a stranger to the time and place we met.
Okay, that's limited. So what I want to do now is actually for us to actually check if
Now it's messing with my head, yeah.
okay, let's
We
do
don't
this.
say goodbye the best. I still feel your ghost inside my chest.
Limit.
No,
I've
we
selected.
didn't
Let's make it 50. So we want to know. I want to know if the updates or the left one
I still feel your
limit 50.
ghost inside
So I want to
my
know if
chest.
the update actually worked. So now I'm going to wait for. I'm going to go back to this and let me see slide.
Oh yeah.
Go to the live and see. Let me see. It's already saying. Let me see if it will be. Just takes a while. Okay. Maybe. Okay, keep on. So that's not actually updated the.
And treat each other right.
No, it takes a while. It takes a while. So I think probably. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I can go ahead and what is this saying? It has not been reached yet, so let's wait for it to index. Not to index. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I've been indexed yet, so let's okay. So let's review our project. So let's review and let's run. So let me go back to. So let's see. Okay, let me see what I got here.
All I need is me, myself, and I. Hey, hey. Sometimes I wish I was somebody else. I was somebody else. I go my own way. Don't care what you say. I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I go my own way. Don't care what you say. I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I go my own way. Don't care what you say. I do my own thing. I do my own thing.
Let me look at this. Okay, so okay, the time has passed. So probably there's nothing we can do. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to publish another. Oh, Nepa. So guys, I'm sorry. This is where I'm going to end today's stream. It's about to okay, so let me. Okay, so it's actually working.
If we go down, we go down in history.
So let me see.
If we go down in history.
So
All I need is me, myself, and I. Hey, hey. Sometimes I wish I was somebody else. I was somebody else. I go my own way. Don't care what you say. I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I go my own way. Don't care what you
it's actually updating.
I do my own.
So I have
I go my own way. Don't care what you say.
so let me publish another one.
I do my own thing. I do my own thing. I go my own way. Don't care what you
Okay, so that fixes the problem I'm having. So folks, I'm gonna go now. Very soon. So I'm gonna go
do my own thing.
now. So see you guys next week. So I need to give this SQL example. I'm going to commit. And then I'm going to push it. So so guys, it was fun. So I need to terminate my and this. And this. Need to terminate. Okay, so So, folks, this is where we call it a day. Okay. I want to quickly check if my stream has caught up before I move on. So, folks, yeah. Hi.